So my questions are two. First of all, I don't see my gayness as a personal choice. It's a political choice. It's on my CV, as they point out, and it's in my research interest, and it's what I do. So I don't see it as a personal choice, and nor do I see my opinions in class as personal opinions. Every teacher has an opinion. Every teacher reads the text from a particular point of view based on his or her own formation, and that's how I teach text. And so we discussed several issues as part of these debates. Sex work, whether prostitution should be legalized or not, sex work, child sexual abuse and what we call child sexual abuse in society, the environment, tribal rights, the question of democracy. So all of these debates are part of the general teaching every day of general English in the college. The idea of a teacher being disturbing to a student is not a bad thing at all as far as I'm concerned. It is in fact a good thing. It is a sign that some learning and some teaching is happening. And so as far as I'm concerned, I see nothing about my personal opinions, which are not personal opinions by the way, but are political opinions and voiced in the service of teaching students how to structure an argument. I think the issue is far more disturbing. The issue is one of not allowing a teacher the democratic right to teach, to have opinions, to have different positions on different topics, and to help students develop these different positions. You cannot share earphones with someone else, especially a boy and a girl. You cannot wear a slit in your jeans. Boys cannot have long hair. Boys and girls are not supposed to see movies together. Girls are not supposed to go to pubs. And this is monitored even outside the college, not even on the college premises. Outside the college, people are free to lead whatever lives they want to lead, but they are policed and controlled. More recently, absolutely draconian measures like 500 rupees for some concert ticket you have to pay for the college for the college to raise funds, and if you don't pay that, you are actually not given your hall ticket for the exam. I think it's a mixture of both and the third, right? The official complaint, as I told you, that they made at my sacking moment was personal opinions. Me as a person, that makes it. I mean, every teacher has opinions, right? How come only one teacher's opinions become a problem? So my point is, while I think that homosexuality is part of the story, I don't think it's the main story here, as it wasn't the main story in Hyderabad, IIT. It's really disturbing that these are institutions that talk about social justice, that talk about marginalized communities, that talk about, and they even have seminars and discussions with same-sex rights people, with all kinds of discussions around gender diversity. But when it comes to actually a teacher talking about these issues in class, this is made as an excuse to throw him out. For an education institution where the culture is one of fear, and the culture is one of, the moment they raise their mouths, they raise their hands or open their mouths, they are told, you can take a transfer certificate and leave the college, why are you here? Then what are we talking about? What democracy are we talking about? I mean, is this the Taliban? And democratic opinion in educational institutions, which is really being stymied all over the country. And the new education bill from the BJP clearly tells us that we are going to now have no student bodies in student politics, because student politics is apparently not allowed. There are courts and there are other institutions for this. Students are not allowed to have any kind of political organization at all. The university is not a radical place. It's not meant for radical politics. But if you're saying that it's not even meant for people to ask questions and not people to think and not students to come up with their own opinions and thoughts, then I'm sorry, then we're living in a very dangerous climate. I taught more than 10 classes. This is almost 1,000 students, and they have literally today non-stop from yesterday evening when the news spilled to today. I've been getting Facebook messages from students in support of me. I've been getting phone calls in support of me. So where are these disturbed students? Who are they? I want to know them. I also want to know what opinions disturb them. There's nothing I can do about it right now. I mean, apart from the fact that they've broken contract and I can sue for 1 month's severance or salary, which is due to me, but I'm not interested. See, I'm not interested in anything but raising this as a question of discussion and debate. That at least we have to have an open discussion about why education institutions are becoming like this, and why we are allowing this to happen, and why we are tolerating this absolute stunting of student culture and of student minds and of student independence.